Morning. About to roll out to work. Wanted to knock out a couple of videos real quick. So if you're running the low mount alternator on these LS motors like I am, because honestly, in my opinion, it looks stupid way up here and in the way, you're stuck with the, at least from what I've seen, the F body alternator, which I want to say is 105 amp or something inadequate, especially if you got two Walbro 450s, you know, meth kits, two electric fans, etc., etc. So we ended up burning up that one, and we burnt up the battery because I didn't have a big enough charging wire to start with. And we went to a PowerMaster 165, which would still fit in the on the low mount bracket with that little F body brace that goes from here to the block, because that's how they mount these on the low mounts. But that wasn't enough either. I burnt that one up with 7,000 RPM shifts. So they had to put a larger pulley on it, and they spec'd me out the big 220 alternator, which actually works really well, keeps this thing good and charged. Problem is, it doesn't have the ear down here anymore to go to the block for bracing. And I asked PowerMaster about that, and he said just run it with the 2 bolts. So I did that. Problem is, because of the tension with the belt, it pulls this bracket in and side loads the pulley, which starts squeaking. You start throwing belts. It's really annoying. So I fixed it. See what I did? From the factory, this just comes with a bolt that goes in here and doesn't really extend past this. So I took a piece of 3/8 all thread, which went right in, welded a nut on the bottom of it, right there, with my little $100 110 welder, ground it flat for a foot to use against the block, threaded the all thread through it, put a backy nut on here so I could push this pulley out where it needed to go, and then slapped a nut on this end. And that is all secure. It was like a $10 fix, not counting the welder. It doesn't move, it's straight, it's pretty epic. The only bad thing is I don't have any way of cutting that off neatly. I'll get to it eventually. So that is how you can brace up the big 220 amp alternator with a low mount kit. Hopefully that was helpful.